So where we left it, Looch and I were in a huge bookshop in Nottingham. He'd photographed a word in advance and put it in a sealed envelope that I had under my arm. Then I went round the shop, picked any book from any floor, picked any page, and then picked any word, any 5 to 6 letter word. And now, time to open the envelope and find out whether that word in the envelope was the word I chose, which was glass. So in this envelope is your mobile phone with a photograph of a word that you've written down. Oh my goodness. Oh, Looch, that is incredible. It says glass. How did you do that? Because the thing is, I nearly chose the word small.
Well, it's a good job you didn't.
And then at the very last minute, I changed it to glass. That's brilliant.
So are you now,
brilliant.
Have I got through that scepticism?
You have. I am absolutely amazed. Honestly, that is better than what I've seen on the telly.
Thank you.
How did you do that?
As if I'm going to tell you. I can't tell you, can I? Because if I tell you, then what's the point of me doing it?
I want to do it again now.
We're not going to do it again. Crikey, that's took me 2 days to set up that. Jeez. I don't know.
How amazing was that? I think that deserves such a round of applause. That got into my head, Looch. It's been in my head all weekend. I can't work out how you did it. Because the thing is, I nearly picked the word small, and then I changed it at the last second. And then I thought, OK, well, there are odds at stake here that certain words are going to appear. So I picked up the book again and tried to find the word glass, and I couldn't. And then I was picking up other books, trying to find the word. I couldn't. How did you do it?
I'm not saying a word.
How much money do you want?
You wouldn't be able to afford it, I'm afraid.
That was staggering. Did you put a lot of work into establishing that?
I think I said it at the end. It took me about 2 days to be able to do that. One, to sort of think of the word and to make sure it's the right word for you, because obviously it wouldn't work with everybody. Certain people would have to have different words, and me being able to suggest that to you. Now, I had a bit of an insight because I knew you was into cookery, and glass is a word that is associated with cookery to some extent. So I knew that once I could plant a seed, that's the area sort of what I'd be looking at. And you did mention that you were into cookery.
Although it wasn't a cookery book that I chose.
No, it wasn't. But the very fact that you'd mentioned about going to a cookery section, that helped me sort of plant that seed and let it sort of grow in your head.
But then the chances of finding that word in any book, it's not a word that you use all the time, is it?
No, not at all. That's why I didn't really want a word like them, the, and, but, or
of
something
course,
like that. It's got to be a descriptive word, something of interest and something of personal significance to you as well. Because if not, it wouldn't have worked.
It's incredible. All I was doing, to be honest with you, was just scanning each word for a 5 or 6 letter word. Mm-hmm. I wasn't consciously selecting a word that meant anything to me. Amazing. That was brilliant. Brilliant. You should have your own series on Channel 4. Now, Father Christmas is going to be along in a few minutes, but we've just got enough time to bring in some of you listening to take part in a final trick Looch is going to perform, and it involves Christmas presents. Mm-hmm. I don't know really much else about it, but if you want to call in now, do on 934 3434. As Jimmy Cliff said to us, I can see clearly now.